Right, here's one of our kinetik spec trucks or unlimited trophy trucks. As you can see, we've changed the rear spare tire flat now that we run 40-inch tires. They're so much bigger, they just sit better this way. Out the back, we run these two Optima batteries. And what we're doing here, the radiators will go here, the oil coolers for the transmission there, is we're keeping all that unchanging weight in the back of the truck, and we're putting the fuel in the middle of the truck. Now, this is something we've been doing since pretty much the start of Camburg in all of our trucks. Even going way back to our Ford Ranger, we put the fuel in the middle of the truck and as low as possible. Because what happens here, especially when you run a 120-gallon gas tank like this, let's just pretend it's 100 gallons and gas is around 6.5 pounds per gallon. That'd be 650 pounds of changing weight coming from here, which is closer to the pivots or closer to the middle of the truck, instead of way back there hanging way back off the axle. So what happens is if you put that way back there like some trucks do, you'll notice the back of the truck rises up super high. They're changing elevation by about 6 to 8 inches of height in the back. We're only changing around 2 inches because the percentage of change of weight from front to rear bias is significantly less putting the fuel here and keeping the unchanging weight there. So this is something we've been an advocate on for a long time. You can clearly see it with our race results. And more importantly, our different drivers, what they're telling us and feeling from that. So anyways, this is one of our new trucks. It's got all the newest options that are added. This truck here is Jerry Zaiden, myself, and my son Zach Zaiden's truck that we're gonna be finishing off and actually using. So when you see us out in Glamis or playing or doing some kind of jump contest or something, that's what we'll be doing with this. So this here has all the billet rear links on the bottom. It's got our new upper billet links up top. Got our new MagnaFlow racing mufflers. Has the new billet engine plate moved back a couple inches, and so that's pulling the engine further back. Has the new billet bulkhead down up under there, so it's all billet CNC machined, as well as what we have going on down there. So that's billet CNC machined as well. The reason why we're doing that is keeping everything very precision. It also has our billet aluminum upper control arms, our billet aluminum uprights, and our new two things going on here in the steering. So we have the steering box right here. You can see that shorter shaft in there, so it's less prone to twisting, as well as running a steering rack. So the reason why we do that is because we don't get any negative feedback. Since we've been running these 40-inch tires, it's a lot of load on just that rack. And so what you can do is sometimes when you're driving really aggressively in that 3 to 5 foot chop in those big whooped out berms, is the steering wheel wants to rip out of your hand. So now that we've been doing the box and the rack, that has gone away, and we still have a really good feel when we're driving these trucks. You can see these billet plates here. Those locate the billet adapter that holds the box. And that makes a huge difference. There's a lot going on here with the rack adapter. We got sway bars up front that are mounted in there. We run these very large 1-inch to 1.25-inch rod ends. And then now the big loaded question is, what is going on here with these Camburg racing shocks? So a lot of changes to a bypass shock. There's a lot going on with how we get the oil from here into here and through here, and not making any noise. So these are a whole different valve design than your typical check valves. We got a lot more flow going on between here and here in the tubes, a lot more adjustability and control with how we're doing the adjusters. We have the Camburg bump stops, we have the Camburg coilovers. There's a lot going on inside here, as well as what's going on in the bottom here. There's a bunch of stuff we filed patents on, so we can't really discuss it too much, but a lot of items going on there. Once again, these are the new MagnaFlow racing mufflers. These have a billet piece front and back, and by doing that, the V-band clamp is all in one piece. So there's no welding between here and here, just whatever tubing you're gonna do and on the front and back. So a lot going on. You can see the shocks in the back as well. A lot more adjustability, really trick on the hardware. really tricking what's going on up top there. And like I said, a lot of stuff happening. So stay tuned for the build of this truck and watch it all come together. Next will be what we're gonna do with the transmission, underdrive, engine, etc. Hope to see this truck out there ripping around pretty soon. Ask me any questions, leave a comment, and I'll get back to you on it and let me know what you think.